Miss Hodrick, what does it mean to you to be a mom?
It means the world to me to be a mother. I'm a mother of 2 children and 9 beautiful grandchildren, and I thank God for that.
So what do you admire most about your mom?
I admire mother for her quiet spirit. Mother had 14 children. She did without and taking care of every last one of us, and I definitely love the food.
Miss Shepherd, what does it mean to you to be a mom?
To me, it is a gift to be a mom. It means to sacrifice your needs and make sure that your child has what they need, when they need it, and how they need it.
So what do you admire most about your mom?
What I admire most about this young lady right here is her hard workingness and her dedication for her children, and that she would always put their needs before hers.
What does being a mom mean to me? Being a mom means to me is building that child's self-esteem, supporting their goals, and just loving that child unconditionally. One thing that I do admire about my mom is that she was so humble and so quiet and had a gentle spirit. And when she just looked at me and she stares at me, I knew she loved me. She didn't even have to say it, but it was just the look that she used to give me before she passed away. It was just staring at me. That's one thing that I admire about her, and that's one thing that I miss about her. And yeah, that's one thing that I admire about my mom.
Being a mom to me means being loving, a protector, a provider, being inspirational, being stern but gentle. And what I love most about my mom is her strength. Despite everything she has been through, she's still here, standing, willing to help anyone in need. Even some of the same people that wronged her in the past. That's what I love most about my mom.
What does being a mom mean to you?
Being a mom to me is a gift from God. Your children, as your children grow, you see them become young men and young women. They also become your friend. You still their mother, but they become your friend. Someone you can laugh with, someone you can talk with, someone you can cry with, and someone you can go shopping with. I have 2 wonderful daughters, like mother, like daughter. When I call, they always just say, "What you need, Mom?" And then they comment, and to me, that's one of the most wonderful joys in the world.
What do you admire about your mom?
My mom died when I was 6 years old, and my grandma raised us. And she was a praying mother. She always put us first. She always showed us plenty of love. She made sure that we had everything that she could possibly give us. And to me, that was one of the most wonderful things in the world. That's what I admire about her.
Hello, Dane Hill, and welcome to the Dane Hill Missionary Baptist Church, and welcome to all of my visitors, whether you're on Facebook or whether you're on YouTube. My name is Wanda Jones, and I've been a lifelong member here at Dane Hill, and I want to tell you how my mom has encouraged me. Her name is Evangelist Dorothy Tate, and she was a lifelong member of Dane Hill, and she taught Sunday school. And she encouraged me to always have that abundant life. That doesn't mean riches, that doesn't mean fame or money, but it means to have an abundant life in God's grace and mercy. And I want to pass that same information along to my 2 sons, Jeremy and Joshua. I want to encourage them to be patient. We don't always know what today is going to hold. We don't even know what tomorrow is going to hold, next month or next year. But with the coronavirus, we're keeping our faith and our trust in God. And I thank you so much. And don't forget your face coverings and your gloves. Thank you all, and you have a good day on today.
Good. Well, what it means to me being a mother is the joy of giving birth to all 3 of my children and raising them up to be God-fearing people. That is the best joy in the world. And also, it's not easy being a mom, but it's easy to love my children because they love me back. And that's the one thing I know, that I put God first, then my family, and I know it's easy to be a mother and a loving mother and a nurturing mother, because it is a joy being my kid's mother.
And what do you admire about your mom?
What I admire about my mom is that she taught me how to be a good mother, a God-fearing mother, and a loving mother because she loved all of us.
What does it mean for you to be a mother?
I thank God for the gifts He gave me to be a mother. I raised my 5 children, 15 grandchildren, and 7 great-grandchildren. I praise God and thank God every day for the blessings He gave me.
What it means to me to be a mother is truly a blessing from God. I know that God has blessed me. He blessed me to have 2 daughters. He allowed me to raise them up to be grown women that love the Lord. And I just thank God for that gift alone. Also, what I admire about my mother is from as long as I can remember, my mother told me about a man named Jesus. And I thank my mother for that lesson that she instilled in all of her children, how she raised us up on the love of Jesus Christ and raised us up in church. And I just thank God for the mother that we have, the family that we have. And if it wasn't for God, we would have none of this. So I just say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and thank God.
What does being a mom mean to you?
Being a mom means a lot to me. I consider it a gift from God and a blessing because I really enjoy having children. And even when I was younger, I thought about just being a mom one day. So I'm very thankful, and it means a lot to me to be a mom.
What do you admire about your mom?
I admire that my mom was a single mom and I never just went without anything. So I admire my mom's strength and I admire her beauty of just being there and raising me by herself.
The question is, what does it mean to you to be a mother? It means so many wonderful things to me to be a mother. I am a mother of 3 children, 6 grandchildren, and 3 great-great-grandchildren. It's a blessing to be able to live today to see your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren. So I thank God for all of His blessings. The next question is, how do I admire my mother? My mother was the greatest mother in the world. She always taught us to love one another, to take care of each other, and to be respectful to all. I thank God for my mother. She's deceased, but I thank God for her.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone. I am so thankful for my mom. Growing up, she was always strong, always giving, helping out somebody else in a family of 7. An awesome job, and I'm striving to do as well as she has done. It's so great being a mom. One thing a mom has taught me is to be better. Keep going, keep striving, keep pushing, and to be the best. There are so many things that I can be called, but I'm so thankful that God chose to call me mom.
First, I would like to thank God for my mother, even though she's gone, but she was one of the best mothers in the world. And to me, being a mother means a blessing from God. And I would like to thank God for all the mothers this year, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Good morning, Dean Hill. This is Deborah Williams. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. The question was posed to me, what did I like about being a mom? I like everything about being a mom. From the time those 3 boys was born until now. Each stage of their life brought different experiences for me and their dad. It was absolutely wonderful. The good times and the bad. From kindergarten to high school, to sports, to college, to graduations, everything was a different phase of life, and I have enjoyed each and every one. The next question that was posed to me, was what did I admire the most about my mom? I admired that my mom was a fighter. Most of you probably know that my mom was a widow at 30 years old with 4 small children. My mom went on and raised us to the best of her ability. And the last conversation I had with my mom before she passed, she said, "What did I do to deserve such wonderful children?" So, happy Mother's Day to everyone. Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and especially my mom. Without her, there will be no me. As a child, I admired the fact that she was always into fashion, her patience, and that she remained classy. As an adult, I admire her compassion, her integrity, and her love for people. The traits that I hope to take away from her are her untimely beauty, her spiritual relationship, and her selflessness. For the last few years, Mother's Day has been a little awkward for me. But as a daughter, as a sister, as a stepmom, as a bonus mom, as an adopted mom, as a Gigi, and a mentor, I have learned what real love and true love looks like, feels like, and what it should be. And I honestly never take my role in anyone's life for granted. I love that you guys love me and genuinely allow me to be who I am in you and your child's life. I also want to tell all the mothers out there, thank you for being who you are in my life. Thank you for molding me into the woman that you all see before you today. Happy Mother's Day, and I love you all.
What does being a mom mean to me? Being a mom means loving, kind, strength, patient, supportive, understanding. And what I admire the most about my mom is her strength. My mom had 10 kids, and she absolutely took care of us with the best of her abilities, and that is what I admire the most about my mom. And I believe that's where I get my strength from, because my mama was such a strong lady to be able to raise 10 kids without the help of anyone, and I just love that about my mom, her strength.
Being a mom is everything to me. It's nothing I take lightly. When God blessed me as a mother, I took my job very seriously. God trusted me to be responsible for my little ones, to love, care, protect, provide, and the well-care of them mentally, physically, and spiritually. What I admire about my mom, once again, I must say everything. My mom is the steady, solid foundation of our family. She taught me the true meaning of love. That is Jesus.
Being a mom to me means you are your child's role model and advisor, here for comfort and protection, to give the proper love so that they can grow and nourish off the love that you were given. What I admire most about my mom is she provides a life full of love and kindness, and how she's paved the way for me to not want for anything. She's made me strong. I admire her throughout my falls and my accomplishments, because she supports me and loves me unconditionally. My mom is my role model, and she's always there for me, and that's why I admire my mom.
You know what? The 3 Ds are just part of what love is about. Their dad, Leland, my oldest son, Stephen, my husband, Lee, my sister, Wanda, my brother, Vernon, and even the ones that are already gone, including my parents and my 2 twin brothers. It's all about love. Love means so many things, and you know, these few seconds or this 1 minute is just not enough time to tell anybody about it. You have to live love on a daily basis. But first you have to know God, because if you don't know God, you just kind of messed up. You don't know how to love. You don't know who to love. You just don't know anything. You don't know the definition of love. But to all of you out there, remember, there's just not one day that you should be showing love. It's every day of your life. From the time you first know how to, or know the definition of it, you should begin, and you should never stop. You should even love your enemies. That's what the Bible says. Aren't we Bible believers at Dean Hill Missionary Baptist Church? Then love your neighbor, your enemy, those you work with, your family members. Show it every time you can. My mom was a good example of genuine love, and I want to be a chip off of that block by showing love, doing what God told us to do, and always being available for anybody, anywhere, anytime. To all of you who may see this, I wish you a very happy Mother's Day, and let's show some love, all right? Thank you. Happy Mother's Day again.
Happy Mother's Day from the 3Ds. It's all about love.
What is it like being a mom? It's a blessing to have 2 children born healthy and raised in the church. They don't always do or say what I tell them or ask them to do, but I'm still proud of them. They're grown now, have families of their own, and I couldn't be more proud of them. What do you admire about your mother? What I admire about Miss Pearl was her willingness to help others. Her eagerness was to be in church day or night. Whenever the doors of the church was open, she was there to support her pastor and her Dean Hill Church family. Her favorite saying was, "Who wouldn't serve a God like that?"
I would like to read Psalms 127:3, and it says, "Children are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from Him." And yes, children are a blessing, and they are a reward from God. I'm truly blessed and thankful that God has called me to be a mom, and I'm so grateful and thankful for all of my children. And I would like to tell you what being a mom means to me. It means to be a good example to my children, to be there for them through the good and the bad, to steer them in the right direction, and to also to encourage them to love God and to have a strong relationship with God. And that's the most important.